Monday night, March the 16th, Mr. USA, Tony Atlas, will square off against the mammoth proportion 300-pound Hulk Hogan. On the 16th of March as well, scheduled to oppose Pedro Morales for the Intercontinental title will be Killer Khan from Upper Mongolia. And then from there, Sergeant Slaughter will know what it's like to lock up with the eighth wonder of the world in Andre the Giant. Notwithstanding the return World Wrestling Federation title matchup as Bob Backlund once again takes on Stan Hansen. At this moment, our guest, this mammoth individual here that will meet Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. There's no doubt that you have an extraordinary physique, but I don't believe you'd want to compare it with Tony Atlas.
Let me tell you something, Vincent. Just look in the monitor right there. Look over there at the monitor. My arm is bigger than your goofy little head, boy. Tony Atlas, I am the real Mr. USA. I'm the real Mr. Universe. The only reason I didn't win that contest was because I was around the world kicking people's butts. Well, look into my eyes, soul man. Look into my eyes, because I'm coming out after you. You ain't nothing but a souped-up spider monkey, boy. I can do anything better than you. And let me tell you something. When you step in that ring on my home ground, the place that I've owned since January 1st, 1980, Madison Square Garden, you're stepping into a lion's den. And when I snap your skinny little neck, you're going to know who's your maker. I'm the real Mr. USA, and I'm going to make you say Uncle Tom in front of everybody, boy.
So there you have it from Hulk Hogan, who meets Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. Right now, our guest, Pedro Morales. And Pedro, your competition, they don't get any bigger, I don't believe, than Killer Khan.
Well, Vince, you know, I never wrestling with him before, and I watched him several times, and he's a tough, you know, you have to be very careful because he have that karate and he have that background for martial art.
Sumo wrestling as well.
That's right, you know, Vince, but you know, Madison Square Garden is like my home, Vince. I have a lot of beautiful friends here in the garden in New York, and they always give me a little support in my matches. And I'm asking again, please, I need a support for Killer Khan. Por favor, necesito la ayuda de todos mis paisanos boricuas, de todos los hispanos. Soy boricua, soy hispano, igual que todos ustedes. Jamás permitiré que el nombre de los boricuas y hispanos sea humillado en el deporte de la lucha libre. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much, Pedro.
Thank you. Thanks.
Pedro Morales, the Intercontinental Heavyweight title holder, defending the championship against Killer Khan. Our guest, the moment now, will be the Grand Wizard of Wrestling, along with Sergeant Slaughter. And, well, how are you not throwing Sergeant Slaughter to the wolves, so to speak?
McMahon, in his 12 years as a drill instructor, the sergeant has handled many big dummies before, and this is just another big dummy. He may be 7'4" and weigh God knows what, but he's still a big dummy, and you know how to break him. Is that correct, champ?
That's right. Sergeant Slaughter had a boot camp, E-I-E-I-O, and in that boot camp he had a big fat farmer. And we know what to do with big fat farmers, don't we? You're nothing but a farmer, Andre. Everybody knows that you got more teeth in your mouth than a piano has keys. You're nothing but to me, you're a midget, because when I get done with you and I put the Cobra clutch on you and hear you begging, you know, people say, will you be able to get it on him? He's so big. Well, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Have you heard that before? I can't hear you, Vince. Did you hear that before? Who asked you anyway? But once we get the Cobra clutch on you, Andre the Giant, you think your head is big now. Wait till that blood stops there and there's no pumping. Your head's gonna explode. And then they're all gonna say, Andre the Giant, what happened to him? Sergeant Slaughter put the Cobra clutch on him. That's what happened to him. He's gonna walk around in a daze. He's
Let me remind you of something, if I may. During Andre's matches, the crowd really gets behind him. You can hear the chant in unison, Andre, Andre, Andre. But perhaps the crowd will not be chanting Andre, Andre. Perhaps they'll be chanting Gomer.
What do you mean they'll be chanting Gomer? Who told you to say that? I ought to put the Cobra clutch on you right now. That's what I ought to do.
You're an Andre brother, and you know it. Don't you ever call him that. Don't ever call that man that name. That is not his name, and he was not one.